Okay, so apparently Kevin Smith has talked to James Gunn about the Suicide Squad, and he knows who the villain is, and he's being a cheeky bitch about it. I wonder who it is.
So, this is the thing. Do any of us know anything about Suicide Squad background?
I'm vaguely familiar. I mean...
So
I know kind of the concept of Suicide Squad. As far as, like, literature, I am not sage-like.
All right, so let's see if we can figure it out. Context clues in this Heroic Hollywood article here. So we may not know much about James Gunn's upcoming film, The Suicide Squad, but Kevin Smith apparently does and has nothing but positive things to say about the film's antagonist. All right.
If you're gonna put a villain against a bunch of other villains, they have to be like equally bad, but also have to be like organized. So like, the only person I can think of is like Deathstroke. You get him in like a league of like assassins against some shit. Like that's a level type thing I can imagine them doing.
Right, and they did kind of. Oh no, they didn't. But yeah, I agree.
And they did do something with that Deathstroke.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just thinking about what makes a good antagonist and how the DCU has not even breached that.
So like, what's
yet.
an antagonist?
I mean, like, yeah, they go, what's an antagonist? Right, because to them it's just a big gray
The heroes
CGI
are upset.
It's just a different version of the hero, right?
Yeah, right, but he's gray and
They're
big
mirrored.
and CGI. Yeah. So like, because when I think of great antagonists, the only DC related film I can think of is The Dark Knight. You know what I mean? Which isn't DCU, right? Or
No, it's not. It's not at all.
It's this Nolan's, that's his
Nolan's
trilogy.
Yeah,
his ode to Batman. So
really, I thought all of their villains were decent.
Yeah,
I didn't think there was a single one that was. But yeah, you're right. The Joker was great.
Right, but the Joker was amazing. And then if you think of Thanos in Marvel, he was complex. I loved Thanos.
And they took their time building him up, which is what you need to do.
Right.
Take notes, DC.
Yeah, take notes. So like, I'm just thinking of, from my knowledge of the DCU, it's like, what villain? Only one I can think of is Lex Luthor. I mean, right? And
Right,
it's
like he's pretty much the bad guy, right?
Right, but how does he tie? And then at the same time, how does he tie to Suicide Squad? You know what I mean? And with my lack of knowledge of the Suicide comics, I don't know. So
I think everybody's been arrested and put into the Suicide Squad at one point in time. Anybody from a rogue gallery of DC. So
right. So Kevin Smith goes on to say that the villain for the upcoming film is phenomenal, and it's with James Gunn, of course.
Phenomenal is in quotes.
You can see Kevin Smith's full podcast below. Spider-Man.
you got 3 hours. I suggest you take that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. This is a much shorter video. For the look of things, Kevin Smith is very excited to see what James Gunn does with the Suicide Squad villain. Okay, yeah, we already know this. All right, what do you all make of this? That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
Has he right to be excited? We wouldn't know. We have no end of this information.
Ooh, if they're wanting to set up the Green Lantern Corps, I would think of maybe a villain from them. Bring back Sinestro, bitch.
Do you think there's a possibility of Idris Elba possibly playing the antagonist, or is he going to take the place of Croc or something?
Right, he seems like he would do a voice over an actual appearance and something.
Right. Well, see, look, they have Green Lantern Corps right here, Birds of Prey, Black Adam, Nightwing, Supergirl, and New Gods.
Maybe it'll be like a god or something.
Well, and I mean, again,
Black Adam would be a good Suicide Squad villain too.
See, I have no idea who Black Adam is at all.
You know Shazam, right?
Yeah.
He was Shazam before Shazam, and he just became corrupt and used his powers to like wipe out a bunch of shit.
I see. Okay.
He's gonna be played by The Rock. He's been like,
they've been talking about that for years.
Years. He was there before they even cast Shazam. Talked about a Shazam movie. He's like, I'm doing Black Adam.
But The Rock does like 12 movies a year, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of him.
Legit.
Well, see, I see when just seeing New Gods and then Green Lantern Corps gives me that idea. It's like it should be. It would be interesting if they used the villain for Suicide Squad, depending on which. I mean, this doesn't come out until August 6th, 2021.
Yeah,
so fucking 2
2
years.
Yeah.
exactly. So, but if this was the first of the videos of the movies that they were going to release in this long line of the Batman, the Flash, Green Lantern Corps, Bird of Prey, Black Adam, Nightwing, Supergirl, and New Gods, if this was going to be the first one out of all those that we're going to release, it'd be a nice way to set up one of these other movies, whether it be Black Adam, like presenting himself as a villain who then becomes a good guy or whatever, or New Gods, or even Green Lantern Corps. You know what I mean? Because if we get rid of Green Lantern, the original one, the Ryan Reynolds, as non-canon, right? Yeah, we're going to pretend that never happened. Then
Ryan Reynolds already did it for us.
Then they can be introducing Green Lantern Corps as a misunderstood alien race who's battling on Earth, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Suicide Squad jumps in because, Justice League.
Because movies got a movie.
because plot armor. Right. Same reason why Captain Marvel didn't show her face for forever in MCU.
I got things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
I actually think out of this whole slate here, Birds of Prey is slated to come out first, so we're gonna have that to play with.
Right.
Whatever.
I feel like that might be one of those things that they tease though, because isn't Harley Quinn one of the Birds of Prey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got Harley.
So that might be
Quinn,
something they tease.
The Huntress.
Oh yeah.
The villains for that's like Black Mask and Victor's Ask.
Right, and see, this is also the mistake we're making though. We're assuming that the DCU is going
to establish an actual
MCU,
consistent,
a consistent MCU background.
I mean, it's like their third try. They've got to get it right eventually, right?
Right.
If you're talking about like Black Adam, they probably need to do a little bit of a setup.
Yeah.
But if like a Batman movie does not need to have an intro. Like everyone knows
Our
who
Trinity
Batman
doesn't
is.
need shit.
Right, and like everyone knows who the Flash is, and Superman. The Green Lantern Corps would be cool just because you can build an entire world, it's good world building, right?
Yeah,
it's almost
exactly.
like how Aquaman worked because they really focused on a lot of the Atlantis.
Same way that Guardians of the Galaxy worked, because it was still connected to Earth because we saw it through the perspective of an 80s boy.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Theory of mine, I thought it would end up being somebody that could handle it would be a Deathstroke or somebody of that caliber. Because they said that when Batista said he might be leaving Guardians of the Galaxy when James Gunn left or whatever, he wanted to go to Suicide Squad. And it's like, who could he play besides Bane? So you got to try to think who they would have up against somebody like Bane. It'd be somebody with multiple people. They'd have to have like a freaking army.
Right, yeah.
So,
right.
Without giving us just like faceless freaking creatures that look like, a D&D creating
Which they will
website,
do. They will do.
We can't feel bad for them. They're not allowed to have their own expressions.
Well, and in all fairness, the MCU does that exact same thing, so it's kind of not fair to pick on the DCEU for doing it.
We only pick on the DCU here.
Yeah.
And we
I'm not saying we should pick on the MCU.
We tongue service MCU.
I would say comic books and cartoons, I'm DC for life, but that movie universe is stank.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so in the comments below, tell us who is, besides Lex Luthor, which is I guess the one we threw out there, who's the most complex DCU comic book villain? And I don't mean longest standing, most complex. And scrap the Joker.
And don't add the Joker because we've all seen him.
Yeah, so besides Joker and Lex Luthor, what do we got?
Yeah, they tried that and failed the first time. That's why it's a soft reboot.
Exactly.